Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction. Leicester City 2, Everton 1. Another disappointing away trip. Well, just disappointing overall, isn't it? For a game that I had written off, and I think a lot of other people have completely written off before the start of it. It's still heartbreaking to lose the game like that. In a game in which for 65 minutes we were the job we sent them out to do. They did quite well, but we just couldn't hold it together. Obviously started with the 3 centre backs and the 2 wing backs who did a decent job, to be honest. Stopped the space behind them for Vardy to run into, closed down their number 10s, Tielemans and Maddison. They had the odd chance, but nothing really concrete. We obviously took the lead through a good counter-attack, good ball by CDB and a good finish by Richarlison. And, we not rode our luck. The VAR proved that there was a penalty that hadn't been given, wasn't a penalty. And then second half, we seemed all right. And then they capitalised on a mistake. Tom Davies with a weak pass. They broke and caught us for Vardy for a tap-in. And to be honest, the sub they made really changed the game, because it put them 2 up front, a bit of pace, and we didn't change at all. And that's, again, in game management. Can't be stressed enough how important that is, to be able to change the way you play and bring players on who can affect the game. It doesn't really seem to happen for us that much, or when it happens against us, we don't seem to react quick enough or see it before it's going to happen. We just lost our heads again, like the Brighton game, very much like the Brighton game. Just the composure of some of the players. Listen, some players didn't have good games. Tom Davies, I thought, was poor. I don't think he's a defensive midfielder by any means. He's a player who's very reactive and goes looking for the ball. And when you need that discipline, especially in a game like that, he's not that kind of player. We give the ball. He never won the ball. Well, their first goal, I say Tom lost the ball. He didn't really lose the ball. It was a goal kick. Our goal kick that no one challenged for. They won a clean header. Then he went for a 50-50, which he lost, and they broke. The second one, he tried to play a 5-yard pass to Sigurdsson, which Sigurdsson wasn't on for, when really Tom should be just hoofing them in the corner. It's the last minute. In fact, it had gone past the 93. It was only that Sidibé was arsing about. I don't know what he was trying to do, waste time or whatever. I don't know what he was trying to do. He went in for a tackle, tried to win a free kick. It wasn't given, and he just stayed down. And that time was just added on, and it was in that time that they scored. The problem is with this team is they don't have the brains and don't have the guts when things go against them. For a good hour of that game, it was fine. We were ticking along, we were winning. And the first thing that goes against us, that's it. We all fall to bits. The same as Brighton. There's no leaders in the team. Listen, we're very stressed at the moment. We know that. Tom shouldn't be playing in that position. And all these people, straight after the game, it's incredible how many people come out the woodwork to say how bad Tom Davies is. Well, who else are you going to play? Who else who's available at the moment who's going to play? You don't like Schneiderlin, and who else is there? So tell me who else there is. Where's Sigurdsson and all this? Sigurdsson was the captain. Where's he in all this? He's got a booking, and he's up the field. Why isn't he dropped back and gone, hang on, lads, in the last minute, it's 1-1, we'll take a point here, this is all right. Why isn't he dropped back and holding his position? He's supposed to be the captain of the team. Well, why hasn't the manager took him off and brought Schneiderlin on and said to Schneiderlin and Tom, just sit and don't do nothing else, and leave Iwobi on to do the running in behind? These are the questions people have got to ask themselves, instead of just going, he's crap. We're on the bones of our arses here as a squad. The players we've got aren't good enough anyway, and the squad we've got isn't good enough. Got to look at the whole thing. Listen, today the young players didn't do well. Holgate did all right, but then he was so rash today. The penalty, he was lucky with the penalty that he didn't touch him. And the goal they scored, the second goal, just bring him down or just stand him up. He turns his back, and once he turned his back, the lad's got a shot on goal. Whether there's a flag up or not, you play to the whistle. You're taught that from when you're a kid. But, you know, Mina throws himself over. Dom hasn't really offered too much. I mean, you know, when Moise Keane come on, he offered more in the time he was on. But then you say to yourself, well, would Moise Keane have been as disciplined? The subs are there to come on and change the game. That's the whole point of them. It's when you bring them on. That's got to be the main thing about it. To me, it's the whole thing. No, it's not just about bad performances. Or it's about, you know, we had a little spell in the second half where Sidibe was getting in all the time, but we weren't committing players and we weren't taking our chances. We had a couple of opportunities from set pieces. And once they got through that, you knew they were going to have a little spell. And it's the first thing Vardy's done all day is get a tap in at the far post because we've switched off. Holgate switched off at the back post. We've allowed someone to run at us. Why are we allowing players to run at us? Why aren't we one of the players going, you know what? There's 3 centre-backs and 2 full-backs here, or 2 wing-backs. One of us can go and try and hit the ball. We just look terrified all over the pitch. We've got no leaders at all. And listen, it was a game that no one expected us to win, but when you lose it like that, it just adds to things, doesn't it? I don't know. The plan was working but it was working, but we couldn't step away from that plan once they scored. We tried to go and get a goal, but we left ourselves open, and it's a hard one. It's a difficult one, that, because if you just sit in, you're allowing them on, and if you don't have a goal, you're just going to allow them to play. But if you do have a goal, you'll leave spaces. To be honest, they capitalised from our mistakes. That's all you can say, really. Both goals come from our mistakes in the middle of the park, and Tom Davies should be doing well better than he's doing in there. He's not strong enough. It's definitely not strong enough, but he's on his own. That's something you've got to stress. He's on his own, and then there's 20 yards for them to run into. Snyderland come on, and listen, we haven't got the players. It's as simple as that. We have not got the players. I don't really know why he took Iwobi off, because I think he'd give us the legs. And if you've got the legs, then you could have said to Snyderland and Tom Davies, you two just sit. Take Snyderland off, Sigurdsson off, who was on a booking, and just say, right, Iwobi, you keep probing, use your pace, you try and... We had no outball. I don't know. Listen, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I don't know what they'll do with the manager. I don't know how it's going to change. Wednesday night is going to be not good. But then we've got Chelsea, who, Chelsea, Man United and Arsenal are not the fixtures, as tough a fixtures as they look on paper. Chelsea got beat yesterday. Man United drew today. Arsenal drew today. Okay, they'll have a new manager in, but I don't know. People keep telling me that we're going to be all right, but I need to see a change in mentality on the pitch, and a change in how we do things. I don't know. Today there was a little... What I would say, it wasn't all doom and gloom. Today, for a good hour, the shape was good. Maybe with that different personnel, we would have gone on and won that game. Maybe we'd had a little bit more composure, a little bit more experience, being able to take Tom Davies off, being able to take a Sigurdsson off. I don't know. But they're the players we've got at the moment. And there's very little else we've got. It's fine saying, give kids a go, but who are these kids? Anthony Gordon, he plays out wide. Bernard's back now, so he can come into the side and give us something a little bit different, but I don't know. It's a game we were expected to lose, and we did lose. It's just because we lost it in such sort of heartbreaking fashion, and there's really nothing you can say about that. The linesman put his flag up, but players have got to play to the whistle. And to be honest, in the end, it was far too easy for the lad to score. Far too easy. We had 3 centre-backs. One fell over and one turned his back on him. And, that's not acceptable, that really isn't acceptable. And our 3 midfielders were in their half in the last minute of the game. Our 3 centre midfielders were in their half. And our 3 centre-backs were on the edge of our box in the last minute of a game. What does that say about mentality and understanding how to get through a game of football? Last minute of the game, you just put it in the corner and tell Richarlison or Moise Keane to chase after it. surely. I don't know. I'm worried because I just don't think we've got any fight in us. So we'll have to wait and see what happens anyway. I just, a game that we were expected to lose, and I still feel so low off the back of it. Let me know your thoughts anyway. Listen, let me know your thoughts. You're all people moan. I mean, yeah. It's fine to moan about individual players. I look at those players today and just think, well, who else did we have to play? So let me know your thoughts anyway. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Click the bell for alerts, and if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.